What's going on, guys? My name is WSN1 and welcome to today's video. In this video we're gonna do something similar to last week's video. Not the Pokemon video, but the perk buying guide or the tier list of the perks. I'm gonna tier the field upgrades from best, the number one spot, to the ones I think are the least best, so to say, because they're all fine in their own right. They're all good. Some of them are a little bit overpowered. I mean, most of them are a little overpowered, but this is my opinion. This is which I like and which I don't like. Or, well, not really don't like, because I do like them all. But this is the one I like the least, so to say, to the one I like the most. As you guys can see, I haven't upgraded all of them yet. And that's because the ones I did upgrade are my three favorites. To the ones I didn't completely upgrade are not my three favorite. They're my three least favorite. So you guys already know which are the number 6 to 4 spot and which are the number 3 to 1 spots. But without further ado, let's get into it. At the number 6 spot I put Frostblast. Frostblast is useful to the point it can save you in a sticky situation, but there are better options to save yourself from a sticky situation, or just try not to get in a sticky situation at all. That's of course the easier said than done, because sometimes it just does, because you get stuck behind a rock or stuck behind whatever. Sometimes that just happens. But if I use Frostblast, it's in combination with a melee weapon. Because in melee you always are up close to the enemy, and this can really help save you. As for the upgrades, all of them are good. None of them are redundant, in my opinion. The fact that you can have 3 charges of these when upgraded to tier 4 is pretty useful. That means you can save yourself 3 times in quick succession if you need it. If you don't need it in quick succession, then fine, then you just have one in the bag. It's also just fun using it to just free some enemies, and there are a couple of challenges linked to it. So, like I said, it's fine. It's just my least favorite of the bunch. I do use it, though, when I am running a melee weapon, like I said. But moving on to the number 5 spot, I put Energy Mine on the number 5 spot. Not because it's bad or anything. Like I said before, I like all of them. I use the Energy Mine to get the social distancing Dark Ops, and I used it to get the Anvil Dark Ops in combination with melee. As in, if you train, it has the potential to kill a buttload of enemies. A boatload of enemies, and really a boatload of enemies. The further you upgrade it, the higher its killing potential goes. As in, when the mine detonates 3 times in quick succession, it will kill a lot of zombies if you have an entire train walking behind you or running behind you, or however you want to call it. I haven't checked if they fixed the unlimited use glitch. If they have, that's sad, because it was really overpowered and really funny to use. But I would understand if they fix it, because it's a bug. If they didn't fix it, then it's still quite overpowered and very fun to use. And well, like I said, I used it to complete the social distancing Dark Ops. So you guys probably can use it too. You go sit on the Iron Lung in Medbay at round 14 after turning on the power, and with a Pack-a-Punched Howler or Gallo, whichever one you prefer. You kill the dogs with the Howler, and the rest of the zombies you kill with the Energy Mine, and the Megaton won't walk into the map because it doesn't detect you on the ground. That's the method I used. Like I said, I don't know if it's fixed or not. I'm gonna have to check that out sometime, just not today. Moving on to the number 4 spot, not 3, first to number 4, is Healing Aura. That was not difficult for you guys to guess, because I had the 2 with number 3 tier upgrades. I've said about them, and this is the last one with the tier 3 upgrade. my opinion, Healing Aura is, I don't use it very often, but it does have the potential to be quite powerful, especially with the new tier 4 upgrade. Allies revived keep all their perks on the decay meter. That's useful. It would be better if they kept all their perks, but then there would be no penalty for going down. So I understand why they didn't do that. I like it. It can be quite powerful in combination with Frenzied Guard, Ring of Fire, and Aether Shroud if you're in a 4-stack. One with Aether Shroud to revive allies if Healing Aura has run out. One with Ring of Fire to deal with the big guys like the Panzer or the Megaton in Outbreak. And one with Frenzied Guard to slow down all the regular zombies. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about it. The fact that you can revive allies with it from a distance is useful, but there are so many things that can revive an ally. These days, I want to say, it sounds... Well, these days, yeah. Well, these days. Like the Tombstone, the Self-Revives, the latest, the last upgrade of Self-Revive. So there are enough options to revive yourself. So it makes it a little bit redundant. It's still powerful, but there are other options which makes it so you can use another field upgrade. So that's why it's on the number 4 spot. In the number 3 spot I put Aether Shroud. Aether Shroud is a lot of fun to use, especially in combination with Stamina Up and the tier 4 upgrade for Self-Revive. Quick Revive, I mean, not Self-Revive. That's not a perk, that's equipment. The Quick Revive tier 4 upgrade. After reviving an ally, both you and the ally run faster for a short amount of time. If you combine all 3 of these, you're basically the Flash, like I showed in my latest short. The one I uploaded on, I believe, Saturday. And the fact that the tier 5 upgrades makes it so that you have 2 charges. Even funnier. The more charges, the better, in my opinion. I don't think they will ever introduce more charges for Healing Aura, Ring of Fire, or Frenzied Guard, because if they do, all of them would be way too overpowered, basically. But very good field upgrade. I like to use it. Like I said, I like zooming around the map like the Flash. And the only real thing I have an issue with Aether Shroud is the warping forward when you use it, because that can really screw you over. You can fall under the map, you can go through the map, basically the same thing, and I don't like that. I do like that you can use it for speed runs, but I'm not a speedrunner, so for me it doesn't matter. But yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about Aether Shroud. Moving on to the number 2 and 1 spot, because I'll be talking about them both at the same time. Frenzied Guard and Ring of Fire. Now, before any of you get mad about what I'm about to say, I did not put Ring of Fire on my number 1 spot. I put Frenzied Guard there. However, this is my opinion. I'm not saying it's the best. Factually, I'm saying in my opinion it's the best. And that's only because I like to train and roam around the map. I don't like corner camping or camping. Well, yeah, it's corner camping basically. Or camping on top of an act or any thing like that. If it's for like a couple of minutes, it's okay. But when you're trying to get to around 100, which I don't usually do because that takes way too long in my opinion. The way I do it, it's the best method to getting to around 100 still, and I do agree on that with Ring of Fire. However, like I said, don't like the camping style. I prefer the running style, so I use Frenzied Guard for that. If I would go for it, and that would take, with Frenzied Guard and the running around, still would take like 2-3 hours for a single game, and that's just too long for me, in my opinion. Again, in my opinion, can't stretch this enough. I do really love both of them though. The Ring of Fire is great for taking out Panzers, Mimics, Megatons, everything basically. It just makes you so goddamn overpowered. It's almost comical, especially if you got like a ray gun. You'll just breeze through everything. you'll absolutely demolish them. The Frenzied Guard, however, it doesn't make you as powerful, but it has a lot of other good perks. Or, well, upgrades really, because it's not... Perks are other things in this game. Anywho, the fact that you repair your armor to full is amazing. The fact that all enemies go after you is really useful in a co-op situation when one of your allies is in a sticky situation, so you can pop it and just distract all the zombies. The fact that normal zombies explode when hitting you can be really funny, because you can kind of use yourself like a battering ram, although that can be dangerous, because if Frenzied Guard runs out and you're running into a wave of zombies, you're basically screwed. If you don't get out of there immediately and you're not paying attention, that is. The fact it takes 15 seconds, or it lasts 15 seconds, is pretty long. I think that's the longest of all of them, really. Let's see, well, Frost Blast and Energy Mine don't have a duration. Ether Shroud is only 8 seconds, Healing Aura is 10, and Ring of Fire... Oh no, that's also 15 seconds, so it's same length. Oh, you might be able to combine them in co-op. Might have to check that out soon. And the fact that normal enemies are slowed to walking speed while active kinda makes the earlier point I made about Frost Blast, that it can save you in a sticky situation by freezing and slowing them, redundant. Although Frost Blast does have 3 charges, those 3 charges are gone a lot faster than 15 seconds if you have to use them all 3 in quick succession. Therefore, in my opinion, yet again my opinion, Frenzied Guard is just the best field upgrade, and that's also because of how I play. If any of you guys don't agree with me, feel free to leave your tier list in the comments down below. If you liked the video, please consider liking and subscribing, and I was your host, TobySN1, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!